I don't give a shit. That's the way it is, Katie. That's the way. What more can I do? I
Not
give,
much.
I give, and I give, and I give, and I give. And they just take and take. I think that's kind of the way it's supposed to go, but sometimes it doesn't feel nice. So I suppose we'll jump right into this fucking shit.
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Good evening. Welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 223. Box Camera UFO Investigator. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show as it is now. So how'd you like my Bigfoot on Ice, Katie?
Yeah, I thought it was a fabulous idea.
I think so. I think I'm gonna have to give it up though.
Yeah.
Give it up. And not because it's unattainable at all. I think it's completely attainable. I'm completely on board with the fantastical. I think Bigfoot, cloaks, it's interdimensional, whole 9 yards. I'm in. I'm on board. But I have decided that excuse me, that current photography is ruining UFO and or cryptid investigations. I think in order to bring truth back to these fields, we have to go back in time. The only way we can be sure that these aren't photoshopped or played with in any way is if we go back to the little pinhole box cameras. It's got to be done.
That's like the ultimate blur squatch.
Phil, no. Listen, I've spoken to Phil, and Phil assures me that because cameras capture everything blurry, that if we revert to box cameras, that the opposite will happen. We'll get fucking still pictures.
Oh, interesting theory. Okay.
So I'm on board. I'm going to become the first box camera UFO investigator. And I'm going to find these fuckers. And I challenge anybody to tell me that this is a mistake. I think this is the only true path. True photography. None of this fucking digital camera bullshit. How do I know what you're doing in that thing? You could have fucking algorithms and programs. I don't know what you're fucking up to.
What about some regular old 9mm?
No, can't trust it. Can't trust it. Comes on a roll, Katie. What do I know? What do I know? I need to be able to put the film in the back of the little box and sit there for hours to develop a picture. It's the only way we can get this done. I don't think there's any other path that we should follow. This photography in the here and now has done nothing but ruin the fields of UFO research and cryptozoology. Ruin them.
Yeah.
What do we get?
Wrong about that.
What do you get with these fucking things? You get these blurry piece of shit fucking Bigfoots or UFOs, these streaks in the air. I say box camera photography. There's no other way. 9 out of 10 camera experts agree with me. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if it's true.
Well, I'm no camera expert, so.
But I'm just throwing it out there. Listen, I'm pretty sure Phil Polling's an expert. I may or may not have talked to him. And he may have said that this would happen, that I may be able to get still pictures of
It's an
Bigfoot.
intriguing theory if you think about it, since all of our good cameras get blurry pictures.
I'm going to become a box camera investigator, Katie. This is fucking going to happen. And I there's going to be haters.
There's
People are
always
gonna come
haters.
People are going to come out of the woodwork and say that this is stupid, that this is asinine, that this is nothing more than a stunt. They all could be right, Katie. I, however, think that this is true photography. True photography. None of this fucking snap Kodak bullshit. I need a box with a little fucking pinhole, and I gotta sit there for a while. I might be able to get some reading done too, which we know I like a good book.
True.
I mean, so I can sit down with my box camera, try to capture UFOs, Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And what do I got to do? It's like fishing, Katie. I just sit there.
It's true.
I just sit there.
I like fishing. That's fun.
You know, because these cryptids and these fucking UFOs and these aliens, they're like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. You know? They're going to put an app on
find
your
the
phone.
Mothman.
What's that?
I bet you could find the Mothman.
I think so. I think that if I sat long enough in Point Pleasant with my box camera pointed at the bridge or whatever, I'd capture the Mothman on camera. And I dare anyone to challenge me on this. Jody 867453. What up, y'all? Jody, I guess you didn't get the memo. But hi. Yeah. We don't broadcast to people anymore. We just do it for the art. So yeah. People aren't getting that. Yeah, so box camera investigations. I think I can get on the History Channel there, that fucking Ancient Alien show. Pretty sure. All you gotta do is do something wacky and weird. Where do you watch me on Facebook? I'm not on Facebook right now. Well, I mean, the page is still there, but the fucking goddamn, I can't go live. So, anyhow, yeah, but I came to this epiphany, that I think everybody's doing it wrong, and this digital photography, these thermal cameras, this fan-dangled new technology. I don't know what's going on inside that camera. But if I take a little cardboard box, Katie, and I put some film in the back of it, and I put a little pinhole in there, and I sit there, I know what's going on. There ain't no fan-dangled computer technology in that thing. It's going to fuck it up.
It is extremely verifiable.
It is as basic as you can fucking get. And I think that it is the only way forward. And unless I can get the whole community on board, we're doomed. We're doomed to fail in this digital age. I think the only way to capture these creatures is to go back in time. So Not like in a time machine, Katie. I don't want to put the expectations too high. I'm not saying that they died out. I'm just saying that maybe technology has gotten too far ahead of this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just throwing bullshit out there. I don't know. I'd like to tell you that this is all the truth. But from one day to the next, the voices in my head, Katie, I can't tell you. Can't fucking tell you. But the box camera shit, legit. Legit. Challenge anybody. Any of you fucking MIT fucking douchebags. You try to tell me that my theory's wrong. I'm going to do box camera photography and find Bigfoot.
It does actually sound like a fun hobby.
It sounds like, Katie, going out into the woods, chilling your ass out, becoming one with nature, opening up a good book, falling asleep, and maybe pissing your pants.
Well,
While
exactly.
you wait for a picture of Bigfoot.
Like I said, it sounds like a great hobby, other than maybe the pissing your pants part.
Well, the fortunate thing is, Katie, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. They make adult diapers.
Why can't you
So
just like go pee in the woods?
sometimes you fall asleep and you're a little fucked up. Sometimes, especially if you're going to sit there for a long period of time and watch for Bigfoot, I will guarantee you're going to tie one on.
True, yes, but I can proudly say that I don't have that problem. I'll drunkenly stumble and go pee somewhere.
Listen,
Not in my pants.
sometimes it happens. And listen, what if I'm really into it and I don't want to miss anything?
True, and you don't want to accidentally like hit the camera and move it. So it
I
is
don't want to.
risky. It
I don't
is
want to move.
risky.
I want to stay right there, so in case the box camera catches Bigfoot, I can later review the tape, so to speak.
Well, I'll get one of those lady wood peers because I'm not peeing my pants in the woods.
Yeah, set up a little tent shack.
Yeah,
The little seat with the bucket.
something.
Somebody I knew had wanted to do that setup. Someone who shall not be named. Anyway, but yeah, I got to get out into the woods. I got to get out into the deserts, as we say, in the UFO community. Do they say that in the UFO community?
I was just gonna say, I've never.
I'm
heard
very
that
new.
one.
I'm very new. But box camera photography. I don't see a way that this could go wrong. I see only positives. I'll confer with Phil again. I'll have him listen to the show. Quite possibly in horror. But I'll make sure that my logic is sound on this, and that I've got the basic understanding of camera technology down. But I don't see how this could fail. This it only can go up. Maybe in smoke.
I was
Maybe
gonna say
not.
maybe in flames.
Do I have to get one of them little flash things that where people throw them on the ground all the time?
Oh, I thought you held it in your hand.
No, they used to have the old flash bulbs.
Well, you
where
can get one of those like reflector things too, and like reflect
Oh,
the
yeah?
sunlight. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. I'm gonna capture something. I know I am, because I'm gonna do it with a box. No fucking little Nikon or fucking Polaroid. You know, none of that shit. We're going to do it with a box. Fuck yeah.
Back to the basics.
I am going to fucking catch that motherfucker. I'm going to find him. Fuck these Pentagon fucking releases and all this bullshit. Check my upcoming shit. You know, wherever it winds up. Who the fuck knows? Facebook will probably be shut down. This YouTube channel will probably fucking completely fail. Who knows? I don't. But I do know that the box camera photography is going to pan out. Like panning for gold. It's going to pan the fuck out. And I'm going to get rich. I'm going to capture that motherfucker.
Well, I look forward to that going viral, Chris.
I do too. I fucking do too. But I'll have to check with Phil. And, you know, recheck the numbers. Be like, hey, make sure that I'm good here. Because I'm not sure that everything's, you know, completely up to snuff. I want to make sure that everything's like top notch for the people. And if I'm a little bit wrong, we'll have to adjust. But I say the only true way to capture Bigfoot on camera is to go sit out in the woods with a box camera, get shit-faced, maybe read a book. Although, if you're getting drunk, not so much. Smoke some fucking weed. Do whatever you got to do to get through the day. Because you're going to have to sit out there for a bit. I think if we all do this, if we make a concerted effort to all go out in the woods with box cameras, there's nowhere that Bigfoot can hide. It's just there's not a possibility. I challenge you to challenge the logic. Everybody get out. Put a box camera out. You've tried putting out your fucking trail cameras. You've tried your phone cameras. You've tried all this other shit. It's all dog shit. Please check out Discovering Bigfoot documentary. It's good. No, sorry. It's not. It's not a box camera photo. I need box camera photography only going forward. I'm going to petition that every Bigfoot show and or documentary uses box camera photography from this point on. Fuck digital photography, thermal cameras. I don't even want to hear about it. Don't talk to me about fucking graphene technology. I don't care. I want some film in the back of a box with a hole. That's it. That's all you get. Fuck the rest of it. The rest of it can go shit. I do pure science. That's it. I come to a conclusion. I don't question it. I go forward. Pure science.
It's totally reasonable. It's how the professionals do it.
I believe in science, Katie. That's that ever-changing thing that constantly contradicts itself. I believe in science. And tries to say it's right. Yeah. I think the digital world, it's brought Big Brother into our homes, Katie. We've become the Big Brother. It's in our homes. If we go back to box cameras, how could this be the case?
True.
How am I gonna accidentally send a dick picture to somebody if I'm using a box camera?
That's true. That's an accident that cannot happen.
That, I mean, unless I'm going through my fucking box camera photos, you know, which
I don't
does
know.
happen on occasion, but I don't know how that happens if we go back in time to box cameras. You know, how you know, incriminating evidence on these fucking phones, Katie. This can be some incriminating evidence sometimes.
Yeah.
We go back to rotary phones and fucking box cameras. I don't see I don't see a problem.
Well, lucky
I
me,
think
I have a rotary phone. I better hook that sucker up and ditch my cell phone.
That's right. And I mean, these fucking iPhones and fucking, you know, Android phones with these fucking screens, let's do away with them. Let's go back to the phones with the bag that you had in the car, the gaudy
bag.
things. I'm talking Gordon Gekko style, Wall Street, big fucking brick phones. I mean, they can fucking get into your phone, find all your text messages, all your fucking, they find everything. Could they with those old fucking bricks? Fuck no. The only way to keep Big Brother out, brick phones. That's where I'm going. No more with this fucking iPhone, Android bullshit. By the way, we got back down to 0, Katie. I think I drove them off.
I think so.
Yeah, it's I think it's the only logical choice.
I've actually debated legitimately going back to a flip phone.
Why don't you just
that
get one of those
calls and texts?
Why don't you get one of those ones like they give to old people with the big buttons?
Yeah.
That's all it does, and then they can reach 911 if they have to, if they fall down. Yeah, I think it could work for you.
Yeah, I could do it.
I know there's a bunch of people that have jumped on that whole bandwagon, like gone back to like flip phones, and I've even seen people around with flip phones lately. And not the new flip phone that's a fucking
right. Joe
Android.
has one of those. It's still a smartphone.
Really? Does he?
He does.
Does he?
He does.
Tell him he dropped notches in my book based on that alone.
He's not a guy that's on his phone a lot, though, to be fair.
Much like Al Pacino said, "You fairy."
He looked at it for a long time before he got it. He loves it. And I have
Whoever told you can work with men? Is it pink? Did he get a fucking pink one?
No, he got a black one, and he bought a Pacers basketball cover thing for it.
A Pacers basketball cover thing.
Yeah, he likes the Pacers. I told him it looked stupid, if that makes you feel any better.
You and your little fucking queer phone.
I told him it looked like a 10-year-old boy's phone because of the Pacers thing.
Oh God!
It just
I can fucking see that.
But before that, he had like a navy blue cover on it, and that one looked really sleek and nice, and it had a little ring to carry it with, like, and it was really nice. But it's like, I think,
is he the type of guy that would have like the life-size fucking poster of his fucking favorite athlete in his room growing up or some shit?
No, but he does like to get the yearly IU posters for the college basketball teams where it like lists all the players. And we hang them up in the garage. But actually, we don't even have any of them up anymore. But yeah, he is into that. So,
but I have seen a lot of people using those fucking flip phones now, and going backwards because they're getting tired of being inundated with all the shit. Yeah, and it's a fact.
Well, I resisted it for a long time. I did not get my first smartphone until 2016, 2017.
Oh, Jesus. I was on board real early.
Oh, I would not hop on, and I actually a lot of my friends and family would call me Cave Katie because I wouldn't. Them and their
Yeah.
GPS, like, no thanks. I'll handwrite my
I wasn't
instructions.
on first thing, but my second wife, I think it was in like 2009. It was the end of 2009. She was like, "You want to go down to AT&T and get iPhones?" And I was like, "Sure." So we did.
Yeah.
And when we came home that night, we were fucking like, Jesus, this is amazing.
Right,
Like
it's a
all
whole
the
new
shit.
world.
Right. Like we were like listening to Pandora and shit and doing all kinds of weird, wacky shit.
Right.
But I wonder nowadays, like if maybe it's just too much.
Right.
All the time it's too much.
Yep.
And I find myself more and more getting distracted by it at times when I shouldn't be.
Yep.
So I've been trying to be more cognizant of it, and that's one of the reasons why I've fucking been forcing myself to read a lot more, so I'm fucking doing something different.
Right, it's something better to do with your time.
Right, or I get involved in it, and there's way more to it. I've always loved to read, so it wasn't a hard transition for me exactly. But yeah, it's should be interesting going forward, Katie. Think this is the way to go. I'm gonna give up my dreams of a big top with Bigfoot skating and try to capture everything on a box camera. I think this is the way to go. Yeah. But that being said, let's fucking get right into the news. Which, for the second week in a row, I haven't gotten. So we'll just fucking grab it as we go. What the fuck happened over here? Goddamn Google, Katie. Let's see how many Bigfoot stories there are this week, Katie. What's your guess?
-4.
-4 from Katie. I'm gonna go with 2. Let's see. Kesha and JoJo Fletcher hunt Bigfoot in upcoming Conjuring Kesha episode. There's one.
Wait. Kesha the singer?
Says Kesha, Kesha.
Is the S with a money sign?
No.
No.
There's one. Wildlife presenter claims to find Bigfoot skull in British Columbia. Here's what scientists think. Is there really a Honey Island swamp monster? That's 3. I might have won. I came the closest without going over. Oh. If you see this in the Missouri woods, it might be a Bigfoot fort. What do you say, Katie? Let's go with wildlife presenter claims to find Bigfoot skull in British Columbia. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounded the most legitimate.
Yeah, let's go with that one. From iflscience.com. That's ifuckinglovescience.com. Wildlife presenter claims to find Bigfoot skull in British Columbia. Here's what scientists think. American YouTuber and wildlife presenter Nathaniel Coyote Peterson. Yeah, I want to fucking have a middle name like Coyote. What the fuck?
And it's pretty badass.
I'm going to read my parents the riot act. Michael? That's the best you could come up with? This dude's middle name is Coyote. Fuck. Nathaniel Coyote Peterson surprised his fans on Thursday with a Facebook post in which he claimed to have found a non-human primate skull. Leaking pics here before they are taken down and before government officials try to cease our footage, Peterson wrote in the post, adding that he was waiting for a primatologist to take a closer look at the skull. Absolutely unreal. We thought it was a bear skull when we found it. I can 100% guarantee it's not. Peterson, Jesus Christ. That was a slip. Peterson carefully did not mention Bigfoot in the post, though it was Sasquatch which he was hunting for in his show, merely hinting that it could be from something mysterious. I don't know if it's what you all think it might be, he wrote, but I cannot explain finding a primate skull in the Pac Northwest without wondering, what do you believe? His innuendo turned to outuendo when he titled his video on the subject, Bigfoot Skull Found in Canada. Yeah, and this goes on and on. Bullshit. Anyhow, I will let you take a look at it so you can see for yourself. Dun, dun, dun. What do you think of that?
Wow.
So I don't know. I'm
That
always
is
suspect
interesting.
when it's a show. When it's something that somebody's doing for a show, I think it's always suspect.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it were legitimate, that would be interesting. But yeah, that's always in question.
Yeah. I remember I was like watching this dude who was like a mentalist, and he was doing all kinds of really cool tricks and shit. I was like, "Hey, you gotta check this out," to my son, and he's like, "Dad, that's bullshit." He's like, "They film it." I'm like, "Oh fuck, god damn it, you're right."
No, but you always want to believe, you know?
Well, yeah, that's like the whole idea. You want to believe in something. But yeah, he totally ruined it for me. It was hilarious. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're absolutely right. God damn it. Let's see. What do we got? Looking up Loch Ness Monster shit. See if we can find something Loch Ness Monster related. That same creature that we looked at last week, Katie. Not much there. Not much there on the Loch Ness Monster front. The Scottish Highlands Morag and Loch Morar. Loch Ness Monster's cousin. It's got a cousin?
Oh yeah, I think she's got a couple cousins and aunties and sisters and shit.
Nessie has a lesser-known cousin who is said to live in Loch Morar, Scotland's deepest loch. This is from news.stv.tv. Scotland is full of incredible places, and STV News. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've all heard of the Loch Ness Monster, but have you been told about the legendary creature's lesser-known cousin? Loch Morar in the Highlands is said to be home to an entity known as Morag, with reported sightings dating back to 1887. She is believed to inhabit the Lochaber-based loch, with stories written about Morag in the early part of the 20th century. The tales of Morag were recorded by Alexander Carmichael, who gathered various folklore over the course of 50 years. Descriptions of the monster vary greatly, with some reports of her appearing as being like a mermaid, whilst others painted her as a Grim Reaper-like figure who was always seen before a death or drowning. How do any of these look like a fucking Loch Ness Monster? It looks like a mermaid. It looks like the Grim Reaper. It's the cousin of the Loch Ness Monster. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah. In 1948, a few years after the end of World War II, a boat of 9 people claimed to have seen a 20-foot-long creature in the loch. In 1969, 2 men suggested that they had accidentally hit Morag with their boat, but that she disappeared after being struck with an oar. Adrian Shine, a naturalist, spent years searching for the Loch Ness Monster and tried to find Morag. But after unsuccessful attempts to locate the creature, he has since become a skeptic and sought to disprove theories of their existence. Whether or not her existence is ever proven, Nessie has helped to boost tourism at Loch Ness and captured imagination for years. So, yeah. Morag. I've never heard of that one.
No, I don't think I've heard of that one either, but I know I've heard of other ones that try to piggyback off the same deal.
Right. I know there's ones here, like in the U.S. and Canada, but
like Lake Champlain or something.
Right. Those. I knew there was those, but I didn't know there was any more in Scotland. Let's see. UFOs. I'm going to find them, Katie. Box photography. I'm going to find them.
Are you going to have multiple boxes and set up multiple cameras?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I'm going all over the place.
Commitment.
I'm not fucking around here. And I think everybody should join me. Everybody should just go out with a box camera. I think if we cover the world in box cameras, how can they hide?
I could do that.
How can they fucking hide? All right, here's a good one, Katie. I like this one. This is kind of right up our alley, I guess you could say. ScienceNewsForStudents.org. Some scientists want serious research into UFOs. Here's why. Looking into unidentified flying objects doesn't necessarily mean studying aliens. Throughout history, people have spotted mysterious effects or objects in the sky. Some have claimed such unidentified flying objects or UFOs are alien spaceships. Others have shown that many UFOs have earthly explanations. Some could be aircraft, for example, or atmospheric phenomena. But not all of these mystery effects have been explained. That's why the U.S. government takes them seriously. And some researchers think the scientific community should too. Unexplained sights in the sky are officially known as unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP. On May 17th, the U.S. Congress held its first public hearing about UAP in decades. Two U.S. government intelligence officials described efforts to catalog and analyze sightings. Many UFOs have been spotted by military personnel, such as pilots, and the U.S. government wants to know if such unexplained phenomena could pose a threat to national security. At the hearing, Scott Bray shared new details on a government UAP database. Bray is the Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence. Bray is the Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence. The database he described contains about 400 UAP sightings from 2004 to 2021. Many of those sightings include images or video. Officials have pegged some of the sightings to censor issues of other mundane explanations, but there are others that officials can't explain, Bray said. Bray stressed that nothing in the database would suggest it's anything alien in origin. The same goes for UFO sightings investigated by a special government task force. Ronald Moultrie is the Secretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security. He and Bray both said insufficient data is a barrier to understanding UFOs. That's one of the challenges we have, Moultrie said. That's something scientists can help with, say Jacob Haq Misra and Ravi Koparapu. Hope I fucking pronounced that right. These researchers are astrobiologists. They study the potential for life beyond Earth. Haq Misra works at Blue Marble Space Institute of Science in Seattle, Washington. Koparapu is based at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. NASA is also taking UFOs seriously. On June 9th, the U.S. Space Agency announced it will begin a study of UAP. So then that goes into an interview. But that was an interesting little story. I am always happy when real research is going to be done.
Yeah.
If real people are going to look into it. And it isn't going to, I'm sorry, and I've said this for a long time, this armchair bullshit is not going to work.
No.
It's just not going to make it come into the mainstream. No matter how hard y'all try, no matter how many Finding Bigfoot shows and or ripoffs you fucking put out there, it ain't going to happen. You know, ancient aliens, keep them coming. I love them. But it ain't going to happen. You know, real research. It's got to fucking happen. That's, you know, I think that's been the key to it for a long time. You know, real people getting out there doing real fucking research instead of people just fucking winging it. Yeah, let's just wing it and call it real research. And then challenge anybody who fucking says that we didn't do the right things. Yeah, fuck off, people. Fuck off. What else we got today, Katie? Anything else?
I don't got nothing.
What do we got? What do you got? Let's see if we got anything in the ghostly world. La 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 la. Anything? 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 That's the other thing too. Type in anything ghosts or whatnot, and that fucking goddamn ghost show comes up. You can't get anything about ghosts right now because of that goddamn ghost show.
I've actually barely heard anything about it, believe it or not. But I do know what you're talking about, vaguely.
It is so popular that I can't type in ghosts into search without getting the top fucking however many fucking results are that. And it's hard to find shit lately. It is really hard to find stuff on these topics lately, unless it's UFOs. UFOs, I can find tons of shit.
Right, yeah, that's definitely the hot topic right now.
Bigfoot and ghosts and shit like that. Nope. Good fucking luck. It is bare in the world, as they say. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the news. I'm done. There's nothing out there, Katie. I have to go find it. I have to go make the news, Katie. Like that Nightcrawler. That movie Nightcrawler.
I don't
Jake
know
Gyllenhaal?
the movie. No.
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 Okay, we'll make the news. With my box camera.
I was just going to say, well, you're going to make the news with your camera, so you're all set. We'll have plenty to talk about then.
I hope so. I'm really insecure, so I don't have a lot of faith in myself. I talk a big game. So, we'll see. But I think it could fix a lot of problems. Box cameras. I mean, how many times have you... I mean, not you necessarily, Katie, but you out there. How many times have you accidentally gone to send somebody in your family a picture and almost clicked on that dick picture or that picture of you nude spread eagle that you sent to your boyfriend? How many times? I think this could solve it. We go back to box cameras. You're not going to be carrying around fucking 5x7, 8x10 fucking photos everywhere to show everybody. You're not going to accidentally be flipping through those photos and oops, there's my cock. Oops, there's my coochie. I mean, I suppose it could happen. There are freaks out there, Katie.
There are. There's definitely some people that would be into doing that to people.
There's people who like to shock people. But all in all, we've all had some hairy moments. We've all had them. I know I have. So, box camera photography fixes everything. I think it's the wave of the future. We need to go backwards to go forward. Yes. Join me. You got nothing this week, Katie?
Nope. Not really.
Have you checked out Mind Over Murder on HBO yet?
No.
Nope. 3 episodes in. 4th episode comes out tonight.
Right on.
And then they got another one that they just put out, started today, The Anarchists.
I haven't gotten onto HBO in a while.
Check out the trailer for that one, The Anarchists. That one looks pretty legit. To watch. The other one, The Mind Over Murder, I've watched the first 3 episodes. It's good. I'm waiting for the one to come out tonight.
I did watch that, The Girl in the Picture on Netflix.
That was good. I didn't like it as much as a lot of the other stuff that I've watched lately.
Yeah.
But what a fucking creep.
Yeah.
People fucking are creeps. That girl basically, like, she lived the life of Stainer there.
Yeah.
But
Her
longer.
whole life. Yeah, and she never knew anything else. She never even like saw the light, so to speak, you know?
Yeah. That whole thing, that dude,
It's heartbreaking.
I've said it many, many times, the real monsters are the people.
Yep.
You want to go looking for monsters, don't go out in the woods looking for Bigfoot. Don't go looking for the Loch Ness Monster. Don't go look for Mothman. To fucking turn on true crime.
Yeah.
Fucking the monsters are the people that live amongst you. And I don't mean they're necessarily evil. I don't know if I necessarily believe in like that whole polarization. They're just people.
Yeah, and people are capable of fucked up shit.
Right. And exactly. Sometimes people are capable of fucked up shit. And certain people. Psychopaths live among you. Act accordingly.
Yeah, and they can be really hard to spot.
Yep. They're good at blending in. They're real good at blending in. But anyway, on that note, I'm a little tuckered tonight. I think we're gonna wrap it up a little early. This has been the Fortean Slip, episode 223. Box Camera UFO Investigator. Don't like this shit. Don't watch it, for fuck's sake. I don't know why the few people that did watch it tonight continued. It's an atrocious show. I do it for the art, so I don't know why anyone would watch it or listen to it. Maybe we'll be back next week with another show. Maybe not. We'll see. The numbers keep dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all keep dropping like fucking flies. So we'll see. We shall see. But until next week, see ya!